Hello, my name's Joe Diamond. I'm a senior here at Dickinson, and as a sort of senior project, I'm doing a videotape about the college. I'd like to show that while Dickinson is a small liberal arts college, traditional, teaching the fundamentals well, it is also a college that over the past 200 years has changed and has adjusted to modernity and attempts, and I think successfully, to prepare young men and women to enter a modern world. So why don't you all get up with me and we'll take a walk around the college and we'll see how Dickinson has adjusted to modernity. Come on.
I get my kicks, if you will, out of performing in the classroom and communicating in the classroom. And in fact, I often find that I learn as much about some of the literary works taught in the classroom. I learn something about them in the classroom. What I try to do is help open the mind to move them off of some of the rigid conceptions they feel certain about. Ultimately, they leave knowing more about themselves and more about their world.
It's so easy to approach a professor.
They don't so much want you to memorize things as they want you to be aware of why you should want to learn and how that is going to help you out.
They're willing to help you with anything, and it's so small. They know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
They recognize the fact that you're in their class. It's nice.
Yeah.
Once you get started at Dickinson, you go out and you get your first job, and you're just going to devour it because you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to want to do well, and you're going to want to know everything you can about the job. I guess that's how everything ties together.
When they come to Dickinson, they're one of many, many very good students. So the amount of intellectual stimulation and the academic concentration is much greater here than they have experienced before. A lot of what occurs on the playing field and in practices and so forth helps develop the not only the intellect but the character of the student athlete, scholar athlete, and that is also part of the overall educational program.
Physical education programs at liberal arts colleges, major universities, wherever, offer programs in activity, and that's fine. But we've tried to go beyond that at Dickinson and expose the student to the rationale behind why it is important to be physically active.
And then you slide down to the other part of the knee. Then you back up to about here and start it on that leg. Try to feel that back form. Go with the feeling of that form.
What the Weiss Center has done is to make possible our preparation of music and the coordination of music with fine arts through the wonderful juxtaposition of a gallery and the recital hall.
I had never been to Europe before that.
At least 25% of all Dickinson students in the graduating class have studied off campus, and most of those are overseas.
Yeah, I went to Paris.
We're at a new phase we really started a push to move computing into the entire curriculum. Most of our students do word processing.
This is for papers?
This is for papers, yes. As far as liberal arts colleges go, we're probably one of the best.
Question, the date of case is obligatory.
The counseling center is basically a coordination of professional counselors and CAs benefiting students. It's nationally known.
I'm working on my independent research project on a satire written by Jonathan Swift called A Tale of a Tub. I wanted to study in depth something that I had just been introduced to in one of the core courses.
The academic advisor meeting with the students in their buildings, the resident advisories, and all of the people in our student services support team, I think help acclimate that student to Dickinson very, very quickly. It is a small enough environment for students to develop strong friendships and contacts with faculty members, administrators, secretaries, people who prepare the food in the kitchen even. And yet it's large enough that students are continually meeting other students whom they don't know.
This is Whitwer Hall. It's very spacious, very comfortable. There's a lot of room to be with people, but yet there's a lot of room to be alone. Kayla is my roommate, and Shelley and Cheryl live on the other side of the room.
And you all get along?
Very well.
Right.
Very well. Kind of freaky. I'm having a great time.
Right.
I had a lot of fun. My roommates have been a lot of fun. There's a lot of really nice people to meet, and there's a lot to do, and a lot to learn.
Got 60 or 70 such organizations, and students have a remarkable degree of autonomy in terms of the monies that are raised, how that money is used, and how their organizations are run.
The 1984 solutions by the Republicans, and I must say by the Democrats too, are Band-Aids. Because if we just talk about the percentage increases, we put off the decision. He has to make that terrible decision.
It wasn't a partisan convention, it was a bipartisan convention. So people could, both Republicans and Democrats, could participate in this convention.
To me, our purpose is always to tell the truth and to get the facts out to the campus in an unbiased manner. So you got 25 people at a liberal arts college putting out a paper that's recognized nationally. This organization is so open. I mean, for people that want to write, it's kind of like a family. Yeah.
This is perfect. This is really good. It's a miracle. No, we're going to dedicate it to ourselves. WDCV is student run, and the students have a free hand in what they want to play.
Are you the organizer?
Of the dance marathon.
Yeah. How much money are y'all going to make?
Lots and lots.
How many people do you expect to have down here tonight?
A couple of hundred dancing in here.
A couple of hundred.
I know my throat.
It's what type of thing where we started from zero and worked our way up. Does that clarify? Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions?
Spring festivities, is that what you're saying? The rites of spring.
This is, I guess, our last performance ever.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I could have by with a little help from my friends. We want somebody to love.
Tina, we're going to graduate Sunday. Would you do it again?
Sure, I'd do it again.
Would
I'd
you?
love to.
What stands out?
Oh, my major, my international studies major, my friends, the diversity, everything.
What about that major?
Oh, it's a nice major. It's the epitome of liberal arts. It brought it all together. I have a little bit of knowledge in a lot of areas. It's a really good major.
About the world?
Yeah, it gives me a great perspective on the world, one that I didn't have before.
When you came home from Paris, how did your friends receive you?
Oh, it was nice. They received me well. We all had, most of my friends were away. And the ones that were here, we enjoyed getting back together. There were so many different stories to tell and so many different experiences.
I see. If you could sum it all up, what would you say?
Oh, I would sum it all up. It would just, it was a diverse experience and it all came together. It was nice. It really was. This year was a good
culmination.
Good culmination, yeah. Really nice.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Joseph Paul Diamond.